Good evening to the weekly series. So we're almost at the home stretch here for October, second to the last week on the weekly series. Since the day workflow phases started, I've noted the amount of time I've spent behind the computer focusing on the work that I've had to turn in. In between those time periods, I used at least 1 to 2 hours on free time, mainly for leisure and some entertainment. So there is no doubt that my stopwatch says that I spend 3 or more hours in front of a computer screen. And, because of that, it makes me want to bike around my neighborhood or go straight to the gym. I believe there is a certain time frame that you should take breaks though. I may look into this at some point in time. Today I'll be talking about the Kanban board review. So the feedback system has only focused on the work with a strict deadline on the doing column. So I see a task that I need to get done on my Kanban board, and that's apparently the only thing that I've been focusing on at this time. Let's say the weekly completed tasks haven't been used this month. There are some tasks on backlog that have no definite time frame when I would like to complete them. So for example, I have something that apparently maybe, let's say, edit a goal, like something that comes to mind that I'd like to focus on, but I really haven't taken the time to look into it, or I don't really have a time frame that I'd like to have it done. And debating on the project Kanban board. So the fact that I have all these tasks above my projects for the deadlines for projects, I see that I see that this space could also be used for that reason as well. And so there are some lessons learned. So what it means to focus all your time on one task and forget about other tasks that require your attention. So, diversifying your time. And productivity question reviews are suggested. An idea brought up, but never used. All right, let's begin. Okay, so for my Kanban board today, I see that I've gotten quite a bit of tasks done, mainly for schoolwork. Although I will say that I do need to clean up the done column, and I'm hoping to work on some more tasks for November, and hopefully push over some project tasks that I have in mind, since I've really been focusing on schoolwork at this time. Okay, so this is a great time to talk about what's been going on overall. Say that I've dedicated this much time on my Kanban board, some of the tasks, the projects, and mainly the focus on the episodes. And really, I know I keep repeating this, but these workflow phases have really changed the game for me. And so I see that now the focus is on breaks, and now like taking certain breaks in certain time frames when you feel like taking a break, when you're getting tired, or maybe your eyes are just dry or getting really sore. That this is a good time to maybe consider changing that gap where you could just take that small break, but still think about work. Maybe you could refocus that on off electronics for the time being. Going over to Kanban board review. So I see that when I was explaining the feedback system, if there's something that I'd like to at least write down just so I can make sure I can keep up on, I would take a sticky note and place it over on my board. And so that's been helping. And I see that whenever I have something that I'm currently doing, I place it right there on the doing column, just so I make sure that, okay, this is what's going on right now. I know I have something going on, so I'm not going to leave it just in the moment where, okay, shoot, I don't know what to do, or maybe I may just browse around the internet, just like take my focus off somewhere else. No, the feedback system has been working perfectly fine. That I'm glad about. Although the weekly completed tasks, that I'm not exactly sure. Um, I, I'm not exactly sure if that's been something that I'd like to reinforce. Although I would like to add these on my monthly completed tasks, just because it's just easier. It may also be the fact that if I have these weekly tasks completed, that I could save up some space on my done column. And as you can see, there's about maybe 12 tasks completed on there. So I would only pile them up, stack one on top of the other. Some of the backlog tasks, some of the tasks on the backlog don't really have a definite deadline, so it's hard to officially understand that they really mean much while staying on there. So the priority is definitely low, and it doesn't show much importance while I keep them on there. Now the project Kanban board, it's easy enough for me to just set it up because I do have at least more than one blank poster about this size, and so it's easy enough to give it a try and scratch it out if it doesn't work out. Some of the lessons that I've learned, going back on this, now I would work on something and I would make sure that I complete that. Now I really haven't had too much of a problem around this, and yet there are certain tasks that I'll feel stuck on. And for me to go back on them makes me feel that I would like to take some time over to my personal work. Now, if I could do that, maybe that would feel more fulfilling. I wouldn't have to push back my personal projects all the way back in line, and overall I would get what I want done. So this is also building, this lesson is also targeted to creating the awareness that you want for your productive life, your productive lifestyle. And productivity question reviews. This is something I would like to integrate, I would like to add on to, but I really haven't considered. Eventually I will add this idea at some point in time. And until then, looking forward to the next episode, and I will catch you guys later.